I'm just not a fan of this angle.
Me too.
Here is the tape measure.
What are we working on today? What are we making here? Yep. We're making more. Wow. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're gonna use our table. We're gonna use our new machine. And we're gonna make some more of these. We're making 4 of these, but they're gonna be taller. We gotta get the materials for the rods.
I'm tired.
It looks like it. Pretty simple. How'd it go, Chris? How'd our visit to Home Depot go?
It didn't. We chose to go to Home Depot for round bar instead of our metal supplier, and they're out of shit. We return the old stuff for new stuff, and they don't have the new stuff.
But they gave us a fancy gift card.
Yeah, that we can only use in 1 of 3 places in the city.
Yep. Off we go. Off we go to the next place. Here's your McDonald's. What are you shopping for? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Yay! You got goodies in there? Oh! Oh! They're gone. They're gone. Nice. Well, Mr. Chris. We made it to Home Depot number 2 to get Chris's rods.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Again, these, it don't matter.
What'd you get?
Handled.
Show us how they work. Okay. I don't think you need that. Rod.
How many?
Don't know.
16?
Goodness.
Quarter?
I don't know. I don't know. Come back.
You're an adult.
Shit, I'm on my own. Oh no, I don't know what to do. I need no one to help me.
Carriage bolts.
Let's see if Mr. Chris approves with the rods I chose.
How many carriage bolts?
No idea.
You think 10 will be fine?
No idea. The McDonald's isn't enough. He wants a rod. I kind of do too. We got rods. Maybe they'll take our rods and trade for a hot dog.
That'd be nice. I'll take a Chicago dog. How do you look at me all the time?
I like looking at you, buddy.
I don't know why.
I haven't been on the camera yet. All right, into the race car the rods go. Choo! Oh. Man, he doesn't have very much stuff back here. You have to put them in sideways.
Hey! I'm not done yet. Hey! I'm not done yet. Finish the line!
Finish the line! Wow, fast car. Goodness. He's so good at driving.
You know, when you come back from the store, it's really good to have more than one person to help unload and carry everything in.
This is another one of those situations where another person to help would be great.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
It's raining.
Keep it moving. Nope. Okay, so Mr. Chrissy. Mr. Chris. Mr. Chris. How's it going over here? I can't do it. I can't even do this anymore. Okay, he's not helping anyone with anything. So, pretty simple stuff, right? Pretty simple stuff. We just gotta cut a piece like this. Whoop, whoop. And then we gotta cut the bars. Take the piece. That's the welding noise. And then we got to do that for 4 of them. It's great. Super easy job, right, Chris? Super easy.
No.
Super easy.
No.
Easiest job Peak Havoc's ever had. Do you know how long these rods need to be yet so I can start cutting them?
2.5.
Is that right? 1, 2, 3. I count 3. I count 3 inches. Oh, gee.
Fucking hate you. Hit my head. Oh. What's something you love? Go back to work!
What color should we use, Chris?
That's hard to say.
Pink. Always pink.
Do it okay.
Back to work. Yep. Looks like we need about 2.5. Come on, man. Look at this. Look at this workmanship. The uniform code. It's always out of regulation. Come on, dude. How many times? How many times? What do you have worked up here?
Plate holes.
Wow.
What you got worked up over there?
Stuffs. I have a table saw set up. It's time to start cutting these. Well, speaking of which, did some test cuts. They're going okay. So we're just gonna mark the rest of these rods. And then I guess cut them all and see what happens. Maybe it goes well, maybe it doesn't. Pretty simple stuff today. With this one, I don't know. This isn't working well. The table saw is, I don't think I had the right blade for this. I don't know. It shot out and I looked over and stuff over there was moving. But we're most of the way there. I mean, we're like 1/3 of the way there. So note to self: we gotta hold those in the table saw, or get everyone out of the shop. Safety first or last. I don't even know why I'm trying to find it. Like it's just gonna look like a piece of metal. What'd you think, Chris? Was that exciting or what?
Wish I was standing on the other end of it.
Just gonna cut some more and yeah, try not to break everything. Mr. Chris and I have got a 2-person setup. Trying to make these little things. It's actually harder than I thought it would be. Trying to get these grinded the way we want. This one uses 1 rod bent and then it's stuck through. But we're not doing that on the new one. We're just tacking them. We're welding them so that they're on just one side only. And it's proving difficult to get them to be the right shape and length. So got a bunch of blanks, a couple of idiots, more blanks, and we're working towards succeeding. Okay, we made some progress. The table saw, I don't enjoy using that. It's not a wood cutting, or it's not a metal cutting blade, so it kind of sucks. But we got Chris on the grinder over here. He's cutting them straight. I ground the 45s into them. And I just need to go back through and clean up his cuts with the grinder. But all in all, they're coming out pretty good. I just got to go through and clean up these little bits and nibbles and whatnot with the stone grinder. And we should be good. Whoops. I don't believe this is a metal saw. This is Mr. Quiz.
Hello.
Yay! How's it going in the Peak Havoc sweatshop?
Sweaty.
Sweaty.
And then I take my template, I butter it up, and I
Mr. Chris needs a new battery.
It's crazy how you go to record and I need a new battery.
Boop. We have about half of the rods done. So, yay.
Just gonna stand there and record?
Oh, he wants me to move this aluminum. Yeah, we're in the middle of moving metal. It's not easy. I don't have enough hands to move this piece. Huh. Okay.
Hold on.
I'm done. Whoa, watch the aluminum! Okay. Yay! We did it! Does that one make your funny noises? Sounds like an Escalade on 24s bumping down the street. Wub, 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 wub. Alrighty, welcome to my humble abode. All right, time to cut. Let's see. So we have our. Just talk, dude. Just talk. Just stop doing that. Just talk. Just talk. All right, we got our piece made in CAD, so everything's all modeled up. We have our cutting profiles made, so we got the holes and then the outline, and we have it loaded into the cutting software. So we should be ready to cut these. We have that fresh sheet of metal on. We're gonna be trying to use up this space here. We're gonna try to do 1, 2, 3, 4, see if that works. It'll probably go terribly. So all we gotta do is line everything up, zero it up, and then go for the cut. So we'll see how it goes. I have no idea. All right, let's give this a go. All right, that didn't go great. That didn't go great. So somebody, don't know, probably me, didn't hold this down, and it seemed like the torch height controller didn't do well. So it started at the right cut height, and then by the time it got to around here, it had gotten super low, and it was cutting way low here, and then I'm pretty sure it started dragging. So the machine had a bunch of resistance, so the cut didn't square up, and which is interesting because it almost seems like the torch height controller didn't do its job. Otherwise, it would have been perfect. You can actually see this line is not straight. We've never had a cut on this table do that. So normally when this happens, it's because your table's at a square. I don't believe that's what happened here. I believe it's because the torch started dragging. Everything got all wonky. And then this line not being straight is because the torch was so low that the plasma was super unstable and it was kind of all over the place. It wasn't cutting with the right part of the plasma. So unfortunately, we just wasted all of that metal. Yay! The good news though is that these guys go in there exactly how we wanted them to. So that's good. At least there's something that went well. So we're gonna reset a cut up here. We'll probably put something heavy over here to hold this, what's left of this piece down. It's pretty unfortunate. I was hoping to just do it here and then not have to use that side piece over there. This piece of cardboard is here for another job we have. We have to save this metal for another job, and that's the template for it. So I only have what metal is visible to work with to get this done. All right, well, let's try again. I have found something causing the piece to not sit straight. So that definitely was not helping. All right, let's give this another try. See how that turns out. Much better. Much better. That is what we are looking for. I did raise the cut height just a little bit. Just because, I mean, technically this shouldn't even happen because of torch height control, but clearly it did, so I don't know. I just raised the cut height. This isn't a piece where cut height really matters. There sure is above it because of it. All right. I'm just gonna do that 3 more times. I got 2 done. I need to edit the cut profile because the last 2 are a little bit different on the whole configuration. But yeah, we're able to get 2 cut well. So all we got to do after this is get the pegs welded in, which I'm sure won't take long, only probably like 20 hours. And then we got to bend. We're gonna try to use our new brake here to add this bend line down here. Same as this one. So it's actually, in a weird way, it's a good thing this one failed. We can use that as a reference and we can actually test a couple bends with it just to get it dialed in. So we're gonna use these coupons here to try to dial it in. This is the same thickness of metal. And then hopefully when we go to do a test bend on that one, it'll just work. And if it does, then we'll maybe jump to these, see if we can get these bent well. Maybe not, maybe nothing goes well. I don't know. Chances are, it's that one. Chances are, it's all gonna go wrong. Here we go. All right. Number 3 complete. I got these all cleaned up and got all the dross knocked off. So when the pieces of metal come off of the table, all of that nasty gooey stuff sticks to the back. So just wipe it down with a rag and then took the angle grinder and just zip the edges and then the holes, get rid of all the dross or whatever can be. And then now I think we are gonna try to bend these next. So that way the posts aren't in the way of the actual bend when it's time to bend them. So let's get the machine fired up here. Start doing some test bends here. See if we can hopefully get this figured out. Let's see. Oh, we don't need that. Don't need that. Oop. Let's do a new one. We are gonna use that one, I believe, 2287. That looks correct. You have to choose the lesser of 2 evils here. You want your die to be 8 times your material thickness, and we're working with 1/8 inch, so theoretically we want an inch of die opening. but the smallest we have without going over is 1.378. So I think we're gonna try that one, see what happens. Let's get a nice tight radius. Bend width is about 15, puts us at 10.6 tons, which is well within the machine's rating. Let's go 90. All right, back gauge. We will add a back gauge move, but not right now. We're just gonna use these little coupons at first, so the width is gonna be wrong, but the only thing I think that is gonna do is make the calculated tonnage wrong. We must load the correct die first. Oops! Don't tell Seth. We need that one. Back under. Grab our piece. Oopsie! Oopsie. That's because I'm an Aquarius. That was my fault. Ah. Our punch is in there sideways. Not good. Not good. I don't know who is running this show, but they suck. Let me see if I can fix that. I got it pretty level now, I think. Wasn't too hard. This punch is heavy. It's very heavy, so you need a big strong Chris to help you out with that, otherwise you're gonna struggle. Goodness, it's getting warm in here. Okay, let's try again. Yeah. Put that in there, try to make it straight. How did it go? Oh, wow. That's actually very close to where we need it to be. But if not, that is where we need it to be. Let's check with the tool. See if I can fumble with this on camera. Oh! That is 91 degrees. So we're gonna call that a 1 degree underbend. So let's edit our bend. Underbent by 1 degree. Save that. Run it again. And let's see what happens this time. Looks pretty perfect to me. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. That is right on the money. It's 90 almost perfectly. And this isn't a precision piece that we're bending, so we just need, approximate. So the next thing I'm gonna try to do is program our back gauge move so that when we do this piece right here, it works. So we're gonna go into Fusion, we're gonna grab that bend line, and then we're gonna try to calculate our back gauge and see if we can do that right. And then we'll test with this piece, see what happens. And we'll probably all go wrong. What is this shit? Look how dirty this keyboard is. Gosh, because it sits next to a plasma cutter. Okay, so you should be able to grab our bend line distance. So the way we'll shove this in there is so that the short side is on the inside of the machine. So we will grab the distance from here to the bend line, and that is 1.9144. So we'll do bend equals 1.914. Oh, nice. We're back to doing this stuff. Oh, nice. And my lower edge has once again deleted itself. That's really starting to get annoying. Let's home the back gauge. Let's see what happens if I do this. So you should come to the center line and that's it. Oh, it does. All right. So it looks like, that's awesome. It looks like for some reason the name keeps getting deleted, but the 0 is saved. So we should be able to just put our 1.914. Should be able to take that with the lower edge there. And that is automatically gonna go right where we need it to. We're gonna bend another one of these coupons, this time using the back gauge. And we are gonna see if it works. Probably won't. Probably gonna waste some money. Metal, money. We'll see.
Go to run. This should have our back gauge move programmed in it. Let's make sure it does. 1.914.
As soon as I press run, that back gauge is going to come up to where it should be. All right. So now we need to go down. Oh, interesting. Max tonnage when there's nothing happening. We're gonna have to pop the top. Try to fix something. We can just struggle through this. All right, let's go down. Now, we need to find our back gauge fingers wherever I put them. Slide that in there. Still looks like 90. I guess we'll measure this, see how well it did. Just below 1 7/8 on the surface. Just about the same. Let's see if this is gonna work. So, I mean, it went well. I have a perfect 90 bend, so he handled that, did well. But it keeps setting high tonnage alarms, and now our machine status is unknown again, so this is getting really fun. And after that bend, I've now noticed this entire return line is full of fluid, which means that this pressure relief valve is leaking too much. So that's going to cause an imbalance in hydraulic pressures, and it's going to mess up the bends. So this one went well. I probably should replace this before I do all these bends. Fun. All right, I was able to get it changed over. This is the old one. It looks fine. The only gripe I had was there's an O-ring that goes here, and instead of sending you a new one, Langmuir tells you to reuse the old one. I don't understand why you wouldn't just send a new one, but anyway, I have the new one in there. I did a test bend. It's working good enough, I think. I just did another coupon. So we're gonna run the program again. I am now gonna bend probably up here. I'll do a topside bend. This is the test piece again, and we'll see if it likes that. The first time we did it, it did okay. I mean, it did it, right? I mean, we have a 90-degree bend, and it's all the way across. It made kind of a weird noise halfway through, but I don't know. Let's see how the next one goes. Oh, that looks honestly just about perfect. Yay, no errors, yay. I don't really know what I'm gonna use this for now. It's like a little bucket, little pan. Don't know. So, I guess now we gotta move on and actually do these guys. We haven't spent much time bending. We're learning the machine. This isn't like a super critical job. We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna bend them all. We're gonna do one after the other, and then when it all goes wrong, we'll start from scratch. We'll get a new sheet of metal. We'll probably make those again just because why not? And then we'll just start from scratch. All right. Here is nothing. That is all of them. Ugh. How they look here. I would say that was pretty consistent. Definitely good enough for this project. Maybe I'll throw a gauge on one of them, see what it's at. It's kind of hard to hold all these, but I think that went well. Back gauge did good. Machine did good. No errors with the machine. Nothing got crazy. Yeah, everything looks like it's doing good. So I guess that's probably going to be it for the break today. Now it's time to get the little welding table all cleaned up and get those over here and start welding all that stuff on, which was, like I said, only going to take 20 hours or so. Got the table all cleaned off, got one of these set up. This is all we're doing. So we're just throwing these rods in. We're probably going to throw a tack on the front, and then the plan is to kind of fill in back here and then grind it all flush. This flat piece needs to be mostly flat. So without any weld bumps or any divots from the holes. So these are all made pretty much exactly how we imagined. They're sitting mostly straight. Doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to be kind of close. And we're gonna do this for all 4 of them. And it's, yeah, pretty simple. Broke out the welder, and the contact wire is, well, you know, it's it's seen better days. I think we could probably limp it along. The wire does still come through there, but it sits all in the nozzle on one side, so it's not gonna have good gas flow. So we're gonna run to a nearby hardware store and see if we can replace that. And by we're, I mean me. With my luck, they're gonna have every size except for 030 for my machine, or they're gonna have nothing at all. Nothing to help me. Probably that one. Man, that thing is... I don't even know how that happens. It's just destroyed. Alright, I think we're gonna get those and roll with it. Ooh. Woo! When is he gonna focus? Goodness, there we go. Better. Better now. Great. I got this first row done. Got them welded in. At the end of all this, I'm gonna grind all these down. So I'm gonna weld all 16 of them first, and then just grind them down if they're on there. And yeah, they're good. Should go pretty quick. Do the rest. Should maybe take, I'm hoping, half hour, an hour. Ah, perfecto! Cha cha cha! Okie dokie. Yay! All right, got these all cut out, welded, everything's good. And we just gotta grind the back sides of them so that the welds are not visible. We already did these ones. These need to be flat. And then this is all done. Okie dokie. Got that one all wrapped up. Every now and then I would just kind of weld in so that it was nice and filled where there were larger gaps. There's still some smaller ones here and there, but small ones like this aren't that bad. I just didn't want any big ones. It's gonna get primed and painted anyway, so that'll all get filled in, and then this for the most part isn't gonna be visible. I just didn't want there to be any giant holes. So, and this is all of them. So these are all socket holders. Test them. Everyone's good. Wow. Amazing. But anyways, that's all. So that's about everything. If you're wondering why it's just me, it's a Wednesday, and I'm the only one in the shop on Wednesdays. So it was up to me to finish all this by myself today. It's okay. It's a fairly easy job. So it was pretty nice. We were able to get some use out of the Titan, and it all went mostly well. And I mean, I haven't checked since we finished bending, but that pressure release valve didn't leak. So it did good. It did great. All of these bends are exactly what we needed. The back cage did phenomenal, which is awesome. It's really nice to have that. If you're gonna order one of these, I'd get the back cage if you're doing anything repetitive. If you do any production stuff. But yeah, it's time to clean up. Yeah, we're done. Yay! It always turns into such a giant mess after just one simple job. I mean, we got, oh, yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy.